everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. I hope you're having a great day. New nail colour for you, the neon purple, so matching my car. And today I wanted to show you a quick video, really quick and simple card that's really effective to use with the new Hedgehog Hollow box. So each month we do 4 videos and we post these in our Facebook group. We also do a live where we craft together as well. And lots of you have asked what sort of things we make with our boxes. So we send you a box of supplies and I show you how to use them in different ways. So for this one, we're going to be using the dad die that I designed. So we're going to be cutting this out and we're going to be using this sentiment set as well. So lots of masculine sentiments in here. There's also a second set in this month's box and I will pop some links in the description below for the box. But there's even more different things on here as well. And we'll be using some of these sentiments to finish off our card. So really quick and simple, I wanted to show you a card that's perfect for a guy and was really easy to create. So I'm just going to create a quick card base. Sometimes I just need a card and I don't necessarily have the time to do anything too complicated. I'm also going to just trim this piece down using my Tim Holtz trimmer. So I'm going to cut this down to what will be my matting layer, which is going to be 5 inches by 3 3/4. So we can also pre-cut our black piece, which is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4, like so. And we're going to keep these offcuts as well. We'll be using those later. And then with our dad, I'm going to be using my Gemini. And of course, you've got your wonderful coupons from Ellen Hudson. So if you're interested in Gemini, you can get your 10% off on your Gemini as well. I cannot recommend it highly enough. I have tried every die cutting machine that is in existence. And by far, in a way, this is the best one I've ever used. So I'm going to pop my dad in the middle of my plate and I'm popping that in the middle of this craft piece because I will show you why in just a second. Let me just run it through the machine. So when it comes out the other side, got a beautiful cut on there. And the other thing is we've got some wonderful details in this dad die. So I lettered this dad die, did this one myself. So I absolutely love how that came out. Now the reason I did it in the middle is because we're going to use the rest of this piece as a matting layer in another card, which will be exclusive to our box members. So I'm going to take my watercolor piece and I have the new Aqua flows from the Arabian Nights release. And in here we have a baked cherry, a matador red and a pressed olive. They're absolutely beautiful colours. And you've got your Tonic 20% off for box members. So you can get these pens with 20% off. And they now have flat rate shipping as well. So they've lowered their shipping costs. So I'm just taking these little cuffs off. This is how they come. And then you just screw those pieces back on. So again, just take that cuff off, screw it on, make sure it's nice and tight, and you're ready to go. So I have a piece of kitchen towel here, and I'm going to just pop that on there. And I'm going to start off with the Moroccan red. Now to get them going, just give them a squeeze. You'll see that ink start to come through, and then you'll see it starts to come onto your brush. So I'm actually going to put a drop of ink, and all I'm going to do is just spread it out in a block, like that. I'm going to do the same with the olive. And of course you could do this with feminine colours. There are some beautiful sets. They recently had an ocean release, which was just absolutely stunning. Let's put a little bit more ink down. And I'm going to just drag it into this red, just very slightly. You can see there I've just kind of brought those two pieces together. I can very easily just clean off my brush. And then I'm going to add a little bit of that baked cherry. So again, give it a squeeze. Put that one down for you. And ooh, someone upstairs is jumping. You may have heard that. Right above my craft room is our bedroom. So quite often hear things that are going on, people playing upstairs. So again, I'm just going to make sure it meets that green like that. And I'm going to put another green stripe at this end, just to kind of even it up a little bit. Just pull those colours out. You can also just wash them in your rinse well, or whatever piece you like to use. So we're done with that. I'm just going to give my surface a quick clean. I have a spray bottle that's always to hand. I'm going to use that same kitchen towel folded in half, and you'll see it's going to wipe straight off, apart from this little pink piece, which is alcohol ink. So I should mention, if you get alcohol ink on your surface, it is really easy to clean up. Either isopropyl alcohol or some blending solution. Pop it on there, kitchen towel, and it's gone. So I just hadn't given my surface a clean before I started. But I want it clean now because we're going to start with our layers. And we also need a sentiment. So we've got our dad pre-cut, and there's also this beautiful extra cut line in here, which just adds some really pretty detail to that D as well. And let's look at our sentiments as to what we want to use. So we have lots and lots of options in these two sets. I think I'm going to go with You're the Best. So let's lift this off. Take that one off of here. And for our regular subscribers, in the box is the new Copper Blush Embossing Powder from Tonic. So you can see mine is brand new. So I'm going to pop that out of here. And I'm going to take my Nuvo pad that was included in the previous box. I've got my tidy tray, and we're ready to go. So I'm going to use one of these pieces that we cut off. I'm just going to see if it fits on here. And I've got my acrylic block here as well. So I have a drawer next to me that has all my most used tools in it as well. So we can fit this on here really easily, actually. Just waiting for that watercolor piece to dry. So I'm going to take my powder deactivator. Love this Nuvo ink. It's really lovely and sticky. So I'm just going to, excuse me if I get my head in the frame, but if you've got your head directly over your piece of paper, you'll find that you get a much better lining up. So I'm going to stamp it a couple of times because I've got a little bit of room for error. And I'm going to just put some embossing powder on both, and whichever one looks best is the one that I'm going to go with. So you may also have this little piece on the top, which with nails is not so easy to pick up. There we go. And helps if you put the embossing powder on the side with the glue. I'm going to do the same up here. You might be able to hear Tilly as well. So Greg's family are here as well this weekend, so we're going over to swim for the day with them. I'm just going to grab my heat embossing tool. So now let's start mounting up. Now this one is not completely dry, so I'm just going to use a piece of scrap paper to add my adhesive onto the back. Of course, when you're doing yours, you can wait for it to dry. And of course, my funky tape has run out on me just as we are making a project. So I'm going to grab my Nuvo adhesive. Like this. So this is the Nuvo Deluxe. I'm going to pop that on top of this piece here. Press that one down. Again, I'm just going to use that piece of scrap paper just in case. And I do like my funky tape, but in the interest of making a quick and easy card, I'm just going to use the Deluxe because it's lovely and strong. And I'm going to give that a nice press down. Now we're going to add our dad. I'm going to use the clean side, and I'm going to use my Deluxe adhesive for this. So just add a few dabs here and there. Like this. Pop down your dad. And the Nuvo Deluxe dries clear, so excuse me, places like here where I got a little bit that kind of came out, I don't have to worry about that, which is wonderful. I'm going to use this little pair of snips, and I'm going to cut my You're the Best off here. And again, I'm going to use some Deluxe adhesive. And pop it down. So that card, start to finish, has taken me less than 10 minutes to get it done. So super, super quick and easy, but absolutely beautiful. So you get in your kit the stamps we used, the dies we used. You could use any watercolors or any aqua flows across there to create your panel. I just happened to choose the new Arabian Nights one. I absolutely adore those colors. The stamps, the embossing powder, everything else is included in your kit. We even give you all the papers you need to make a card. So I hope you've enjoyed this little sneak peek into the world of the Hedgehog Hollow box, and that you'll see me again very soon for some more inspiration. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye!
Don't be alone.